Hello guys, things look a little bit different, don't they? I am so excited for today's video. I have been getting my hair colored for years and years. For the past 10 or so years, it's been professionally, and before that, my aunt usually did it for me with box dye. I have never actually colored my hair on my own, so that's what we'll be doing today. I asked my stylist, and I've been seeing her for about 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. I asked her to lighten it for me. I am smart enough not to try to do that on my own, and then she also gave me this adorable cut. I am absolutely obsessed with it. I can't stop running my fingers through it. I've been wanting to go short for a while now, so I'm super excited. The brand I've decided to go with is Good Dye Young. This is Haley from Paramore's brand. She co-founds it. I love her so much. She has been my hair god since I was in my early teens with the thick liner and the mismatched wings. I always wanted to look exactly like her, so I can't wait to try it. By the box, you can probably tell we're gonna go orange today. We shall see. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm gonna make a huge mess. If you're excited for today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let's get to dyeing. You know what I mean. I'm wearing my big Nightmare Before Christmas sweater. It's got Jack somewhere down here. I wear this all the time to bed and it's already got some stains on it, so I don't mind if I add a few more. I'm gonna start by just sectioning off my hair. I did pick up this. This is called the Toolkit. It comes with a little bowl and then the applicator brush type of thing, and this was only $5. As far as the dye goes, this is 5 ounces and it's $18. It's not very much. I'm curious to see how far it spreads. Before cutting off my hair, I probably would have needed 2 of these, so that's pretty pricey for like an at-home kind of dye. Hopefully the 5 ounces will work. I'm ripping open the box. Of course, this is cruelty-free and it's also vegan. It's ammonia-free, peroxide-free, formaldehyde-free, several other things free, including paraben. I'm not gonna read the whole list. And then it says, for tips and tricks to be dry, be patient. I know I read online that it's 20 minutes that you leave this on, and the longer you leave it on, the more vibrant it does get. Oh, it comes with gloves. I already had gloves sitting here, but I'll be using those. I'm a little nervous, just a tad bit. I have towels everywhere all around me. I am not confident in my ability to not make a mess. I am going to give myself a bib here in just a moment. You get 4 pairs of gloves. There's a bowl, and then also your applicator. I'm gonna start by just sectioning off my hair. It always feels weird when you cut off all your hair and you're like, where is the rest of it? I am going to be using my monitor for a lot of this because I do have 2 mirrors in front of me that are great for makeup, but for this kind of thing, I probably need to see a little bit better what I'm doing. My appointment yesterday was about 4 hours between the cut and lightening. I think that'll do. Something I have to say too about just Aveda color in general and anything that's like a lightener, really my hair feels pretty good. I know she did some kind of spray in it afterwards to help with any kind of damage, but my hair feels really good right now. These clips are from Dry Bar and I love them. I'll use them whenever I curl my hair, which I do like twice a year, but I'm gonna try to be better. I'm going to attempt to style this afterwards. I don't use Vaseline because it's not cruelty free, but I need something around my hairline. So I'm gonna use this from Josie Maran. It's the Argan Infinity Intensive Creamy Oil. I use this just like you would a Vaseline. It's like a thick kind of occlusive balm. I will put it on my lips when they're really dry. I will also use it on spots of eczema. There is no medical claim to it, but I do find that that helps me. I've been keeping this in my skincare fridge and it's still really melty, but I think it'll work. I only did Tinted Moisturizer today because I knew I would be doing this. Get my ears. And then I'm just gonna put this all over the back of my neck. Add some color to this bowl. I don't know how much I need, so I'm not gonna pour the whole thing now. Well, maybe a little bit more. I know you can mix this with conditioner and whatnot. They also make a fader so that it can be more pastel, but I want the true like full vibrancy, and maybe next time I'll play around a little bit more. It smells very citrusy. I know bergamot is one of the main notes, which is one of my favorite essential oils. It smells pretty good. Does not smell like hair dye at all whatsoever. Let's put on these gloves. Gotta do a snap. All right, let's take this back part down. That seems like a good little section. If you guys do this at home, let me know where you start and any tips that you may have. All right, here we go. I definitely just painted my ear. It's a very odd sound by my ear right now. It's very crunchy. And just pull that through. This is gonna take me a long time. Next section. My arms are gonna get so sore from this. My hands are like, I'm trying to hold it taut. So like I was saying, I've been getting my hair colored for a long time now. My aunt used to do it for me from box dye. Usually a red, sometimes like a cherry or a wine color. We even tried to do henna at one point. Look at all these little baby hairs. I'm gonna run that through the back. This is thick enough that I'm not dripping it everywhere, which is nice. I say that now. So yeah, as an adult, I've really liked to experiment with my hair color. Red is what I mostly identify with. I don't even feel like a brunette. I feel like a redhead. That's like my staple color, my signature. And then every now and then I like to change it up. Let me wipe that off. So I would always do red with some kind of added streak in it. I had blonde at one point, blue, and then I've done my full head yellow. I've had green. The only color I really have never been is blonde. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of digging this. I know it's not like a true blonde, it's more of like a blondish yellow, but I like it. I feel like the more I go, the less pretty my parts get. Getting a little sloppy with it now. If it's anything like what the color looks like that it's depositing, I'm gonna be really happy about it. I hope I like it. I've never been super picky with my hair either, though. My stylist knows that. Like, I have realistic expectations. As long as it's in like the range of what I want, I'm always happy. The only time I've ever like been super displeased with my hair, it's been when I've tried to do something on my own. Like when I tried to cut my bangs, that was a big mistake. I did that when I was pretty young, probably like 14 or 15, but they were so uneven. It was my worst experience with my hair. I need more color. So far, it's like that vitamin C kind of orange. I'm gonna be filming a get ready with me after this. Yes, the one that I've been talking about for like a month. If you watched my last video, you know what happened. Had some equipment failure. I'm just gonna take some and work it into the back. I'm gonna get up when I'm done and just check in the mirror to make sure I got everything. But I'll do that at the very end. When did you guys first start coloring your hair? So I was probably like 12 maybe when I could first use Sun-In. That's what started it all. And if you've used Sun-In before and you're a brunette, you know it basically just turns your hair orange. I have this awful photo, I think it's like my 7th grade yearbook photo, where my hair is super long and there is just a definitive line straight across because half of it is Sun-In. Luckily, those are black and white photos, but I know what it looked like. And like I said, Haley has been my hair god since I can remember. I used to carry around a photo of her and a haircut of hers that I loved. I carried that thing around with me in my wallet for like 10 years until I found a stylist that knew what I wanted and how to style my hair, because before that, I would go in and want like these super emo seeing kid kinds of cuts, and I would end up like they would blow out my hair and they would roll it out and I would look like Jan Brady, and I would get so upset. Carol Brady, that's who I meant, not Jan. I always have these little baby hairs up front. I have a little sideburn for a couple days, a little orange sideburn. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this. I say that now before we see what it looks like. All right, I keep having to add more. I'm just gonna dump like the whole thing in here. Definitely if you have longer hair than me, get 2 bottles of this unless you intend to use it with a fader or a conditioner. And my nose is dripping. That's lovely. The closest thing I've done to this is use Overtone. That you always do have to make sure you get it kind of coated all over the place. And we are down to the final section. What I really want to go in and do is make sure I get my parts super well. It's going to be dyed for a couple days, but it's okay. George has left me for the day, so he is going to come home to a different hair color. I've done that to him before. When I dyed my hair yellow, I didn't tell him what color I was doing. And I remember I was outside and he walked up the steps and his jaw just dropped. I was kind of upset at first because I thought he didn't like it. You know how that goes. Like, are you sure you like it? Are you sure? And they're like, oh yeah, I love it, babe. And I felt like he was lying. But that ended up being his favorite hair color of mine. It was just a shock at first, which I understand. I probably shouldn't have used my pretty bath towels for this. You guys all remember the Vitamin C graduation song? That's all I'm thinking about right now. This really does smell lovely. All I smell is bergamot. I don't smell any kind of dye or perfume. It smells really good. I'm so glad she went with this scent. It's just really light and refreshing and something a lot of people can enjoy. I keep saying she. This brand is co-founded with her stylist and friend. I put on sweatpants that I don't care about, and now there is a big orange splatter all over them. I knew that was gonna happen. But when I saw Good Die Young come to Sephora, I had instantly put the shampoo and conditioner in my cart just because I thought it sounded really nice. And it took me a while to realize that this was her brand. All right, guys. I'm gonna massage it in because that sounds like something that would be good to do to get all the roots. And then I have my ends, and I'm just gonna take some, I do this with my overtone too, and just take what's left over in the bowl and just mush it in. I'm realizing now that I'm putting my hair up like this, I'm probably gonna get some comments about the heat miser, especially with the time of year. That's okay, I'm going to embrace it. How the hell did I do this when I was wearing gloves? I have no clue. I amaze myself sometimes. I'm gonna show you guys the back before I check on it. So I'm gonna go check with the mirror, make sure I got everything covered, and then take away anything that's on my hairline, and I'll be right back. I did just use a body scrub to take some of the dye off. You can still see I'm stained a little bit on all my wrists too. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I also did just go over my hairline a little bit again because I did miss a couple baby hairs. I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for 20 minutes. There we go. And then when I come back, I should have my hair semi-styled. I'm gonna attempt to style it, probably touch up my makeup, and I will be back for the big reveal. Now I gotta clean up all this shit. Well, I wanted a change and I got one. I really like it. It's fun and it's vibrant. I know obviously that'll calm down after a couple of washes, but I'm enjoying it. I haven't done anything like this in a very long time. Let me know below if you like it. If you don't, just be that friend that lies to me. Don't actually tell me. But I'm getting very like Fifth Element kind of vibes, or the heat miser. I'm gonna go with the heat miser. I did notice when I was styling it, there are a couple sections that look like a little bit lighter. I didn't notice that immediately after blow drying. I think that happened when I was using heat on my hair when I was styling my hair. I do feel like overall it deposited pretty evenly. It didn't make too much of a mess. It wasn't too terribly hard to take out of my hair. And it does feel pretty good as well. I attempted to curl it, but the barrel that I have, it's the Dry Bar Wrap Party, is just a little bit too thick. So I'm gonna have to get a smaller one. I even tried to curl it with my straightening wand and I don't know what I'm doing, so it didn't work very well, but I gave it a little bit of texture. But yeah, I'm glad I did this. I feel like I needed a change. I did just realize my car is orange as well, so I'm preparing for those comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please go ahead and subscribe. I also wanted to say too, if you have a brand that you love for your hair color, keeping in mind that I'm cruelty free, please let me know about them. I know Arctic Fox is another very big one, also Manic Panic, so let me know about those below. I would love to do this again, maybe a different color. Let me know what you want to see. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.